Unit 7, Lesson 5. Lesson 5. I'm glad we're having a good time today. Okay. Okay, so imperial to imperial. Okay, this is just straight across from 1 foot is 12 inches, 1 yard is 3 feet, 1 mile is 5,280, 1 mile is 1760 in yards. The reason, obviously, you can see why the imperial system's not as friendly to metric is because none of those are in base of 10. They're just conversions. Okay, so that makes things more difficult for us to go ahead and just be like, okay, well, I can just move the decimal. You can't do that with imperial. Okay, so then filling out the rest of the chart here, comparing it to metric, so 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters, 1 foot's 0.3048 meters, 1 yard is 0.9144 meters, 1 mile is 1.6093. I do that one in my head a lot because my car is in the States, so I have miles per hour as my gauge. I don't get to see kilometers an hour, so I was kind of like about 40-ish. Okay, so you can kind of estimate. My excuse for getting tickets, but happens. Okay, stupid camera cops. Okay, 1 meter foot. So meter to foot is 3.2808. Yep, 1 meter to foot. 1 meter to yards. Yards is 2808. And then the yep. Oh, okay. It's 3.2808. It's okay, I can repeat it. And then it's 1.0936. And then 1 kilometer to miles is 0.6214. Okay. Okay, so just conversions just within the, we'll just do these right here. The conversions within the imperial system, so 6 foot 7 inches to inches. So you want the whole thing in inches. So all you have to do is change feet to inches. Okay, we know that, 12 inches per foot. So you go 6 times 12 plus 7. 6 times 12 is 72, plus 7 is 79. So 79 inches is 6 foot 7. Okay, 79 inches is 6 foot 7. Okay, 5 yards, 2 feet to feet. How many feet are in a yard? 3. So we go 5 times 3 plus 2, 17 feet. Okay, 1 mile, 255 yards to yards. Okay, so we know that 1 mile has 1760. So it's essentially going to be 1760 plus 255. Which is 2015. It is the year 2017, that's correct. Okay, 2015 in yards. Okay, 51 inches to feet in inches. So now we're going to make it look like this one. So we want to figure out how many feet in there. So we divide 51 by what? 12. The biggest number that goes into it's 48. Okay, which is going to be 4 foot. And then what was left over? The 3 inches. 4 foot 3 inches is 51 inches. You take out as many 12s as you can. That's your feet. And then your leftover is what you write in inches. 73 feet to yards. Okay, yards and feet. So divide this by what? 3. Okay, if I divide that by 3, that's going to give me 24. And there's going to be 1 left over. 24 yards and 1 foot. 73 feet. Okay, 4215 yards to miles and yards. So we're going to divide 1760 into that. 1760 goes in twice. So 2 miles. And then the leftover is 695. 1760. So 1760 goes into 4215 two times, and then has 690 left over. 95, sorry. 695 left over. Okay, finish up this page, and we got one more page. Okay, convert 0.4 miles to inches by the following methods: proportional reasoning, unit analysis. Okay, so proportional reasoning is the cross multiplication. So it's just where we know that miles, 1 mile is 5280 in feet. We know that 1 foot is 12 inches. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 over 0.4 equals 5280 over x. So first thing is we're figuring out how many 0.4 miles is how many feet. Okay, because 5280 is feet in miles. Just trying to figure out 0.4 miles, how many feet is that? Okay, so when you cross multiply, it's simply just going to be x times 1, that's x. 0.4 times 5280, that is 2112. And what's our last step that we have to do? Yeah, just convert to inches, so we times that by 12 is all. Okay, when you do that, the 0.4 miles equals 25,344 inches. Okay. Now, if you don't like proportional reasoning, I think I kind of somewhat got you guys sold on unit analysis, but 0.4 miles, so if I go 0.4 over 1, that's my miles, equal, or not equal, so I want to go times. So what am I going to convert miles to first, you think? What's the easiest one? The feet, right? So we know that 5280 feet are in 1 mile, and then we know that 12 inches is 1 foot. So my miles cancel, my feet cancels, I'm going to get inches. And you can see all ones on the bottom, so this is one of the cases where I just times everything on top. And again, it'll give me that same answer of 25,344. So again, kind of why I'm selling unit analysis a little bit more. Any questions on that? Okay, let's finish this out. We've got 3 more examples here. Okay, conversion between SI and metric imperial system. Consider the table on the previous page. A student using unit analysis to determine how many meters are in 1 foot. Convert 1 foot to meters. The required unit is meters per foot. Part of her work is shown below. Complete the work, canceling out the correct unit. So she started here. All right, so what can we cancel? So we can cancel centimeters, inches, and you'll have meters per foot, right? Yeah. Centimeters, inches, meters per foot. Okay, good. And so next thing we're going to do is we are going to multiply straight across. So 2.5 times 12, that's going to be, or 2.54 times 12. Can someone do that for me? Is it 30.48? Yeah. Okay, good. So we have 30.48 meters over 100. So all we're going to do is do the division. That moves the decimal over 2 spots. 0.3048 meters per foot. So 1 foot is 0.3048 meters. So you just did a conversion yourself. That's on your chart. That chart I gave you has that in there. Okay, there's 0.3048 meters per foot. Okay. All right. The conversion chart on the previous page will list some conversion between units. You can also find conversion charts at these following sites. This is an older book, so I can't guarantee that those are on there, but I'm sure they are because conversions are very common. You guys saw a lot of the Google has one that's pretty simple. You guys punched that in yesterday. Okay, so let's go and do these two examples, and that will be it. Okay, so convert the following: 5 foot 10 inches to meters. Okay, so 5 foot 10 inches. So what's the first thing you think you want to do here? Yeah, get it all in one. Okay, all in inches? Sure. So if we do inches, this would be 5 times 12 is 60 plus 10. So now we know we're dealing with 70 inches. So now this is where it's important for the unit analysis, okay? What do I want to jump to next? Do we have an inches to meters? No, I have inches to centimeters. That's what I'm going to use. Inches to centimeters, right? So I know that 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. Why did I go to centimeters? Because now I'm crossing into what? Metric, the SI units. Okay, and now I go from centimeters to meters rather easily, right? 100 centimeters in a meter. We now have it lined up to just multiply. Because again, look, inches gone, centimeters gone. I just multiply. So you'll do 70 times 2.54 divided by 100, and you will end up getting 1.778. 70 times 2.54 divided by 100. Okay? This one here, meters to feet and inches. They're going the exact opposite way. Okay, so again, what we're going to do, let's get it all in inches, and then we'll convert to feet inches. Okay, so 2.0573 meters. Oops, sorry. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay, times, I want to go to centimeters next, because I'm trying to go to inches. So I'm going to go 100 centimeters, 1 meter. And then I'm going to go 1 inch, 2.54 centimeters. Multiply across now because I got it lined up. Meters gone, centimeters gone. I'm left with inches. Okay, when you multiply that straight across, you're going to get 81 inches. If I get 81 inches, how do I figure out how many feet are in there? Divide by 12, right? I think 72 is the biggest 12 denominator that goes into it. Okay, and that would be 6. That's 6 foot. Okay, so this is going to be 6'9". Okay, in terms of the height, or length, whichever they're talking about in that case. Future NBA star. Okay, last one. Before the digital age, video was often made on different types of film. 16mm film was often used in industrial or educational filmmaking. 16mm films are now being transferred to DVDs and other digital forms of storage. If 1,500 feet of film can fit on one DVD, determine how many DVDs will be needed for 2183 meters of film footage. Okay, so this is this is the real thing. Is like transferring your back to VHS. Okay, VCRs. You know what those are. No. Okay, the time before there was DVDs. Okay, so converting those to DVDs. DVDs can only store so much. So this tells you how much it can store. So we're going to figure out how many DVDs we would need. So what we have to do is we need to convert our meters into millimeters. Okay, excuse me. We don't have to do, nope, meters to feet. Because we know how much we have footage. We have 2183 meters in footage. So we want to convert that to feet to figure out how many times we could divide 1,500 into that. So meters to feet. Do we have that on our front here? Meters to feet. Yep, 1 meter 1 meter is 3.280 feet. 2808 feet. Okay. So we multiply that, what do you get? Yeah, it should get 7162.07. And now we're going to divide that by 1,500 to see how many DVDs we need. So you need, when you do that, you get 4.7. So do I need 4 or do I need 5 DVDs? 5, because if 4 are full, you need a fifth to get that 0.7 on there. So 5 DVDs would be the answer. Okay, very good. All right, so